Preparations are in top gear for the second and third convocation of the AKBC14th State University on Wednesday, May 17, 2017. The event will be held at the sports ground of the main campus of the university, Baden in local government area, at 11 o'clock in the morning. Briefing newsmen Thursday at the university campus, the Vice Chancellor and Professor Eno Ibanga said that activities lined up for the convocation include inauguration of projects and a public lecture. From Monday has more.
Projects located at the Obiopa campus, he said, will be inaugurated on Tuesday, May 16 at 11 o'clock, while a command performance will take place at the ultra-modern Pinnacle Theatre of the campus at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. According to him, the Chairman Special Committee on Private Universities, National Universities Commission, Professor Kanaretian, would deliver a lecture on the topic, Towards Excellence in University Management in Nigeria, at 3 o'clock same day. On the convocation, Wednesday, May 17, projects, he said, will be inaugurated at the Baden main campus at 11 o'clock. The convocation, billed for noon, Professor Enoibanga noted, will feature the award of honorary doctorate degrees, honoris causa, management sciences on the former governor of the state and seated minority leader, Chief Godswill Akpabio, as well as first degrees and prizes.
I had vowed that I must produce the best set of students and provide the best set of facilities for this university because, as I always tell people, AKBC State University is the only university that AKBC State has.
The Vice Chancellor disclosed that for the second convocation, 241 graduates will be awarded degrees, and a breakdown shows 12 first class, 82 second class upper, 136 second class lower, while 11 had third class. 2 graduates had a cumulative average of 4.79. For the third convocation, 675 graduates will be awarded degrees with a breakdown of 21 first class, 203 second class upper, 380 second class lower, 64 third class, and 3 pass degrees. The best graduating student made a cumulative average of 4.90. The institution, he said, runs 6 faculties with 38 undergraduate programs. It has a students' population of 5,838. with 465 academic staff, and is working hard to commence postgraduate programs next session. He emphasized that the university is in a hurry to develop and commended the state government, the governing council, and other stakeholders for their assistance, cooperation, and support.
We are in a hurry to stabilize, expand, and develop AKBC State as a university because this is the role a university should play in any country. And I think we are taking that challenge.
Tom Monday, reporting.
Officials of the State Ministry of Transport and other workers of the ministry at its annex Ikodepene Road, Uyo, Friday, were welcomed by an unusual scene at their office. A traditional injunction allegedly placed on the premises by unidentified persons over the night welcomed workers as they resumed duties. The situation came on the heels of a solidarity walk by tricycle operators and other stakeholders in the transport sector of the state in appreciation of the state government for the current reforms in the sector. Uyoko Swaha visited the scene.
National injunction was removed at the time the AKBC news arrived at the scene. The area was cordoned by security agents who restricted access to the premises. People were seen in clusters discussing the issue. The Commissioner for Transport and Petroleum Resources, Mr. Omaneson, in an interview said that there was no cause for alarm as the situation was completely under control. The Commissioner, who was on his way to the airport en route to Lagos, said that no form of distraction would deter, stall, or stop ongoing reforms in the transport sector in the state, and advised all transport operators to go about their normal businesses. Uyoko Uswa, reporting.
The Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, in AKBC State has been speaking against the National Grazing Bill currently being considered by the State House of Assembly. The state chairman of CAN, the Reverend Ndueso Ekwere, was speaking while interacting with members of the association and stakeholders in Eket Senatorial District as he seeks a common voice to prevent the enactment of the law.
The Reverend Ekwere, in opposing the vote, cited security challenges the passing of the proposed bill would pose to the people of the state. Interacting with the paramount ruler of Eket Obong Isidi Abia, the CAN chairman called on traditional rulers to enlighten the subject on the issue. He narrated the ordeal of Christians across the country who have been killed in the guise of confrontation between the headsmen and people in communities. The CAN chairman appealed to the paramount ruler to mobilize his people for what he called watching and praying to entreat God to stay the hands of those prosecuting Christians.
View of the present state of the country vis-a-vis Christianity, no longer be at ease in our prayers, in our watching, and everything as far as Christianity is concerned. Your Majesty, I have come to also call on you with every due respect, and also call on the chiefs around you and sensitize them equally to let the people know that in their villages they should be careful, they should watch.
On his part, the paramount ruler noted that the grazing bill was a topical issue that some states of the Federation have already made plans to counter it. Obong Abia, who condemned the killing of Christians in the northern parts of the country, said Akwa Ibom people should prevent the cattle-rearing bill to stop pretenders from using that medium to perpetrate evil. The royal father made a case against churches diverting attention from their primary responsibility of winning souls for Christ and call on CAN to put measures in place to sanitize the body of Christ.
I know that the church is doing very well. The society will not be what it is without the church. Don't dilute the quality of your worship just to attract people.
The CAN chairman later visited the chairman of Eket Local Government Transition Committee, Mr. Chibong, who lauded the theme for the visit and stressed that it will redefine the position of the zone. Mr. Chibong commended CAN for the support given to the present administration through intercession, appealing for continuous prayers from the association. At the Methodist Church Nigeria Liverpool Road, Eket venue for the gathering, the senatorial leader Apostle Tam Etam, the State Secretary of CAN, Bishop Emmanuel Ebitu, the chapter women leader Mrs. M.M. Cyril, Bishop of Methodist Church Nigeria, Right Reverend Defion, spoke on issues concerning Christians. The CAN chairman later spoke on the essence of the visit.
Quite a mistake. This has showed on Nigeria, quite a mistake chapter. That's how we aim to sensitize the people on recent events and evangelize the place that shall send the message from the word of God to everybody, which is our main focus at any time. We shall preach the gospel and to evangelize.
2 weeks after the voters' registration commenced, the member representing Saratai State Constituency, Elder Mark Eset, has called on his constituents to fully participate in the exercise. The call by the Saratai representative was made when he led stakeholders in the area on a sensitization tour of all the wards of the local government area. Assembly correspondent Uraiko tells us more.
The voters' registration exercise, which began across the nation on Thursday, April 27, 2017, is organized by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for citizens of the state of the voting age of 18. It is also for persons who had misplaced their voter's card preparatory to the 2019 elections. Addressing the people in all the 10 wards of Nsratai, Elder Market described the voters' registration exercise as a fresh opportunity for the people to review their political strength and capacity as credible voters armed with the cards to exercise their franchise during the elections. The lawmaker also urged stakeholders in the area to mobilize the people for participation in the registration exercise, which is holding at the INEC office in Odot, so that they will turn out en masse in 2019 to re-elect Governor Domi Manuel for a second term.
Governor Domi Manuel, and I'm a phone. Yes, sir. We are coming to tell you that the governor is on ground. He is doing something well. And as such, second term.
Also speaking, the wife of the lawmaker, Mrs. Dorcas Eset, appreciated the governor's wife for her kind gesture of building a new house for a widow in Zratai, announcing plans by the governor's wife to establish an empowerment scheme for the women. Others who addressed the people were former and serving political holders, including the Commissioner for Economic Development, who all commended the state governor, Mr. Domi Manuel, for citing developmental projects in that time.
Registration exercise.
Reporting.
We'll take a short break at this point, and we have more news for you when we return. So let's get away. So good to have you back. The State Police Command has asked persons who abandon their vehicles, motorcycles, and household items at the D Division at Itam to visit the station for identification and collection of the items. A statement by the Police Public Relations Officer Chukwu Ikechukwu stated that owners of such abandoned items would be required to show proof of ownership before collection. He stated that failure to claim such items within 14 days of notice will leave the command with no option than to dispose of them through public auction. Public servants in Akwa Ibom State yesterday defied the early morning rains to take part in the monthly Keep Fit exercise. Uyoko Swa participated in the exercise, from where he filed this report.
The public servants turned out in large numbers despite the weather and participated intensely in the warm-up, jogging and aerobic sessions. Some workers, however, chose some other sporting activities such as football, skating and cycling.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
The head of civil service, Mrs. Eker Bongakpan, lauded the workers for their show of solidarity in the concluded May Day celebration. Represented by the Dean, College of Permanent Secretaries and Solicitor General, Mrs. Ekaite Omorin, the head of civil service encouraged workers to continue to be effective and diligent at their places of work. She also reminded them of the need to ensure that those who do not have voters' cards take advantage of the ongoing exercise to register.
If you know how important your job is, watch out for when employment is opened. The thousands of people that pick up forms and attempt to come and replace you. So please, hold on to your work. go and register. Take your household members that are old enough to do so. Go and obtain your cards and keep your cards safe, because you never can tell when those cards will be wanted.
Uyoko Uswa reporting.
The member representing the Uyo State constituency, Mr. Mondeyo, has visited, has said that he will continue to defend the mandate given to him by his people through effective representation. He was speaking at the palace of the clan head of Ofodokwa when he paid condolence visit to the family over the demise of his wife, Obama Mary Sylvanus Okon.
Monday, Ayo commended the clan head of Ofodokwa, Itebum Sylvanus Okon, for the role he played to ensure his success at the polls. Also commiserated him on the death of his 55-year-old wife, Obaronwan Mary Okon, and prayed for the repose of her soul. The lawmaker acknowledged the support that Itebum Sylvanus Okon has given to the state government, saying that the gesture has attracted development to the area. He prayed God to give the family the grace to bear the loss of the wife and mother.
Our late wife, about Jesus Christ. Please, the Panama Company, the support of all the Emmanuel. You want me to go to your cry because of your cry. And I'm here, I'm also you say, back, go to your cry.
The clan head of Ofodokwa, Itebum Sylvanus Okon, who said he was overwhelmed by the show of love by the lawmaker, described death as inevitable and the end to all mortals, and that the visit has reassured him of the love his people have for him. The royal father poured encomiums on the Uyo House of Assembly representative for his effective representation and on Governor Odomi Emmanuel for renovating the annual hospital and for including the area in the ration control program of the World Bank, among other benefits. He called for unity and peace in Uyo local government area and wished the lawmaker well in his legislative activities.
Well, we can never have a timber. You don't buy me from so did I make casuals. Man did that one, and I am a better man.
Patience John reporting.
Now to our national and foreign news segment. Acting President Yemi Osinbajo inaugurates 9-member board of Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority. And World Health Organization confirms death of one person in the Democratic Republic of Congo as a result of Ebola disease. These and other stories on our national and foreign news segment.
The National Economic Council has approved the injection of a fresh $500 million into the Sovereign Wealth Fund sourced from the excess crude account, and has also inaugurated a 9-member board of the Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority, NSIA. Acting President Yemi Osinbajo said the mandate of the board was to increase investment in local infrastructure, agriculture, power, Second Niger Bridge, and healthcare. As the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, begins the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination nationwide, the board has said out of the 1.7 million candidates that will sit for the examinations, more than 350 candidates are prison inmates. JAMB has advised UTME candidates to always check their emails for further updates, adding that All scheduled dates for the examination still stand. The World Health Organization has confirmed the death of one person in the latest outbreak of Ebola in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Congo's Ministry of Health had notified the WHO of suspected cases of the virus. In 2007, Congo recorded an outbreak of a fatality rate of 74%, claiming 200 lives. More than 11,000 people died in the Ebola outbreak in West Africa between 2014 and 2015, the worst hit countries being Guinea, Sierra Leone, and Liberia. The World Health Organization has deployed investigation teams to Congo following the reported outbreak of the Ebola virus in the country. In another development, a youth corps member, Stanley Samuel, serving in a community in Obubara, Cross River State, has been reported dead as a result of Lassa fever. The World Health Organization has said 15 persons who were listed as primary contacts are being watched, and that the organization is working hard to prevent further spread of the disease. Finance ministers of the G7 nations have held a summit in Italy aimed at combating global cybercrime, which poses potential threat to the global financial system. The ministers have said cybercrime incidents across the globe represent a growing threat to economies and that tackling them should be a priority. The ministers declared their country's support in stepping up of international cooperation in combating global cybercrime. The summit came on the heels of a global onslaught that hit computer systems in nearly 100 countries.
That's our package for this morning, but before we go another look at the top stories. Governor Dom Emmanuel has restated the commitment of his administration to guarantee an enabling environment for freedom of worship. He was speaking at the 40th birthday anniversary celebration of the resident pastor of Kwaibu Church, Ikodipene Road, Uyo, the Reverend Ibu Emma. Also, activities for the second and third convocation of the Akwa Ibom State University will begin on Tuesday, May 16, 2017. That's the news, but remember that you can also watch our news online by logging on to akbconline.org or follow us on Twitter at AKBC45VU. You can find us on Facebook at AKBC Channel 45. Thank you for being a part of our news package this morning. And do have a blessed Sunday and blessing this hour.